Okay, so here we are in the Skype main menu, and what we want to do here is create a new account that we're going to use specifically for our host. And we don't want to have any other contacts available to this account because we don't want other people popping into this particular host uninvited. So this is specifically for communication that we use from our client to talk to the host. So let's create that account, and this is blank because it's username, it's a name and email address. So the next page we have country, region, and language are the only two requirements. The rest can be left blank. And then when we scroll down, mostly personal conversations is what we want to put in here. And then we have the actual username and password, and I have host living room. And then it's going to make us fill in some text to ensure that we are not an automated bot. So it took me a couple times here to get the text that I could read, and failing that, we could hit the listen button. But we'll go ahead and fill that in now. And we're almost there. And now we can agree and continue. And now our account is created for us, and it logs us into the web interface. Welcome to your account. And we're all done. All right, so here we are on the Skype website, and what we're going to do here is a desktop install. This is the English site in my case, and I'm going to download Skype for the Windows desktop in this case. So let's have a look here. As you can see, it gives all the requirements, and it's also for Mac and Linux, and there are other devices as well. So let's get Skype for Windows Desktop, and we're going to run this. Click on Run, and my virus protection is checking that out, says it's okay, and we'll wait for a little bit while it installs. Once we agree and select our language, agree and continue, and I unselect Bing and MSN for defaults and continue. All right, now that that's completed, we are all set with our desktop install. Okay, here we are in the Android install. We're going to search for Skype in the Google Play Store. Alrighty, and there we have Skype. Select that and install. Accept all these permissions. Just do it, yes. And we'll wait for while that installs. And it will take a little bit here. It works very nicely. I have a Sprout cubby that this works very nicely on. And the cubby is a fairly fast machine. And the beauty of Skype on the Android is that it will answer automatically, whereas the iOS mobile devices will not. Alright, so now that we're done, we can open that. And this is going to make it really cool for utilizing tablets to be your host for specific purposes like pet monitoring or bird watching. Here we are in the iOS install. In this particular install, we're using an iPad 3. So I've already chosen in my search Skype for iPad. They're just plain old Skype for the iPhone, or you can limit your search to iPhone and you'll find it there. So now that we have chosen that in our search, here's our results, and you can see I've already got a download symbol there because I've already got it in my library. So I'm not having to go through the authentication steps with the store in order to get it. Although you can set up your free gets anyhow. So here it is, and I went ahead and clicked on that or tapped on that, and it is going to install that for me. And we wait for that to complete. And now that it's changed to open, we can go ahead and open that up. Okay, here we are. We're going to be installing the browser version of Skype, and it is a beta version. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll click on that. And we'll go ahead and use the client caller account, since we already have that set up. And we'll show you what we have available in the browser. Wait for that to do its thing and get started. Now you see I have contacts, and of course I don't have any contacts set up yet, so we'll be doing that later. But what I want to show you here is that we can't do a host function with the browser, unfortunately. We can only do client functions. But if you have a particular device that doesn't support Skype, you'll still be able to listen in and check in on things with the browser version.